The best human beings are intentionally made by you through introspective questions and the willingness to engage in constant intentional reprogramming.
Knowing who you are and being aware of your sensitivity is essential. It is not a weakness, but a strength that enables you to show up for people in a meaningful way.
To live a noble life, you must speak the truth in spite of the consequences, especially when it feels scary.
Realize that your career is a marathon rather than a sprint, and stop chasing after milestones that have already been proven to leave people lonely at the top.
To lead others effectively, give them the space and dignity of their own experience so they can reach their own conclusions and feel truly empowered.
Keep your eye on the ball and remain focused on the main goal without getting distracted by things that don't matter.
To overcome the feeling of being stuck or hopeless, you must know that facts are your friends and your feelings are not always the truth.
True growth happens when you empty yourself of the impact of your environment, allowing you to become exactly who you choose to be rather than a product of your conditioning.
Giving yourself permission to feel leads to better mental health and greater life satisfaction. It creates a foundation for a healthier, happier, and more effective life.
To maintain your momentum, you must recognize that what feels like a step back is often just the leverage needed to propel you forward.
Some of the most vital lessons in life are unteachable. No matter how many warnings you hear, you must experience the cost firsthand to truly believe them.
Realize that when you push up against someone, they will naturally push back. Finding a path with zero resistance is the secret to creating lasting influence.
Realize when you have reached the peak, because there is no need to continue climbing a mountain that you are already at the top of.
To walk through a crisis successfully, you must peel back the drama and look at the reality of the numbers, because clarity is the only thing that unlocks fear.
Acknowledging that your current self is often a random combination of trauma and socialization is the first step toward building a version of yourself that is actually meaningful.
Becoming an emotion scientist about your life, rather than an emotion judge, allows you to stay curious and determine which feelings actually help you achieve your goals.
To build a solid foundation, you must be quick but never be in a hurry, or you will miss the essential pieces that make the structure whole.
Accept that money will not make you happy, and fame will never fix your self-worth, even if your ego tells you that you are the exception to the rule.
Success in life is often about finding the right levers, small movements and psychological shifts that produce outsized returns and big impacts with less effort.
Thriving in any environment requires constant evolution and the ability to adapt to whatever new terrain you face.
Always do your best to see the forest through the trees, because even when you feel paralyzed, there is always a simple path forward if you choose to look for it.
Working on your craft for the love of the process itself, rather than wrapping your identity in the results, frees you from the heavy burden of high performance.
Awareness is the first step to reshaping your habits. Acknowledging that your current way of dealing with feelings isn't working is how you begin to build the life you want.
To turn the cold facts of your life into a meaningful story, you must inject soul into your work until the digits start to rhyme.
Stop allowing worry and fear to consume your energy, because they are a creative waste of time that never once improved anyone's performance.
Hearing the inner texture of another person's mind allows you to realize that what you thought was a personal curse is actually a shared human feature, making you feel far less alone.
Mastering your craft means diversifying and evolving, because staying relevant is a matter of adapting to the world no matter how much it changes.
To build a future of true freedom, you must stop trying to impress people who do not care about you with things you cannot afford.
Stripping away the layers of your ego might feel like a loss, but it provides the ultimate freedom to turn yourself into whatever you desire.
Learning strategies like reframing and reappraisal requires constant practice, but mastering these skills ensures you stay ahead regardless of the challenges you face.
Always trust that time is on your side when you move without complacency, and you will eventually find yourself further ahead.
True joy is squeezed from mundane successes and boring victories, so you must learn to find fulfillment in the small wins hidden within the weeds of daily life.
To reclaim your power, you must identify the psychological settings that served you as a child, but no longer work for the person you are trying to become.
The ability to evolve is an absolute necessity. Failing to adapt to the new terrain means it will eventually be game over.
Reaching your financial goals requires staying consistent with your plan. Even if you are not perfect, you will still end up much further ahead than those who never try.
Most of your actions should be a natural response to your environment, performed without the emotional baggage of needing to maintain a specific identity.
Real emotional regulation is about using your feelings as a signal for action. Dealing with them honestly is the only way to create a life worth living.
To avoid losing the internal battle, you must find something to believe in, because if doubt wins, everyone loses.
Avoid the trap of the mid-wit who overcomplicates every process. True mastery often looks a lot like the simple clarity found at the very beginning.
Doubling down on your capacity starts with identifying the mental levers you can pull, like reminding yourself that you will be okay no matter what happens today.
Always keep evolving and adapting to the situation. Even when the environment shifts, you will find yourself in a much stronger position.
Whenever you feel your power has been taken by a difficult situation, you must remember that taking action is the only way to unfreeze your life and move forward.
Accepting that there is no doing it right helps you stop the cycle of forced optimization and allows you to show up and perform more authentically.
Checking in with yourself at strategic moments throughout the day is the key to emotional intelligence. It helps you decide if a feeling is helpful or unhelpful for the task at hand.
To find true meaning in a fast-paced world, you must understand that when everything is labeled as significant, nothing is significant at all.
Processing the trauma of your past is your own responsibility, and once you do, the mountains in your life will start to look like human beings who are just trying to figure it out.
Realize that what truly matters at the end of your life isn't your wealth or possessions, but whether you used your time to live the life you felt deeply inside and made yourself proud.
Strategy is at the foundation of all victory. Walking into something blind and hoping it goes well is unsustainable and unrealistic, because eventually you will come unstuck.
To change your circumstances for good, you must first eliminate your debt and protect yourself with a safety net so that a rainy day never turns into a disaster.
Your sense of self does not have to be wrapped up in how well you performed yesterday. You can always choose to love the work regardless of the outcome.
Unlearning old reactive patterns and building a new emotional vocabulary is a lifelong process. Yet it is the most rewarding work you can do for your personal growth.
Since the final destination is non-negotiable, you must spend your time producing and achieving at a pace that you actually enjoy dancing to.
To reach a state of true happiness, you must be willing to let go of insane wisdom and return to the simple, dumb moments that actually save your life.
When you almost lose everything that matters, you gain the clarity to focus on being a good friend and parent rather than simply trying to do more.
Put your entire heart on the line for the things that feel serious, especially when you have nothing else to lose.
Refusing to lose hope is the first step toward victory. You might win or you might lose in the short term, but by staying in the game, you will always be ahead of where you started.
To find the root of who you are, you must realize that you are the one who experiences your life, rather than any single attribute, label, or role you carry.
To master self-conscious emotions like shame, you must realize that regaining your perspective often requires the support of others, rather than trying to struggle through it alone.
Understanding the reason a fence was built is necessary before deciding to break it down, as true innovation requires a deep respect for tradition.
To maintain your sanity in a world of over-criticism, you must develop a thick skin and realize that the opinions of others are often just tools for their own visibility.
Understanding that sadness is often pro-social while anger can be anti-social helps you recognize when you are adapting your emotions just to keep people close.
Setting clear intentions allows you to move faster than everyone else. So when an opportunity to propel yourself toward the bigger picture arises, you can take it without hesitation.
Facts are your friends because your feelings are not always true. When you feel stuck, you must back out and look at the actual numbers and the reality of the marketplace.
Always remember that you are not the movie playing on the screen. You are the screen itself, the constant presence that remains while every scene changes.
Understanding an emotion requires you to recognize it as an automatic response rooted in your entire life history, not just a reaction to a single moment.
Realizing that empathy is not a zero-sum resource is vital, because providing support to one group never diminishes the value of another.
Believe you are spectacular even before it is true, because that belief is often the only thing that will sustain you until you actually become great.
Whenever you feel the weight of judgment or not enoughness, remember that these are often just old programs that can be rewritten once you become aware of them.
To foster true creativity, you must embrace constraints. When you limit your colors and shapes, you focus entirely on the message and how to represent it with the highest soul.
Recognizing that how someone treats you is the ultimate truth about how they feel allows you to stop hoping for change and start asking what you truly deserve.
You don't have to get ready if you stay ready. You must become the person who is prepared to receive the situation before it even happens.
Freezing up is a natural response to trauma, but you have to peel back the drama and cut the trees down so you can finally see the forest and find your way through.